Hi, it's Miss Devereaux here, and I am going to walk you through a few basics of Google Docs right now, and then we'll get into Drive in a different video. So from your email, if you don't know how to launch Docs or Drive, make sure you're logged into your school email, and then up here you see this like icon with the boxes. Click here. If you want to launch Drive, you click Drive. If you want to launch Docs, okay, this will take you a lot of places. So if you're using Google Calendar or the classroom, this gets you kind of everything you'll be needing for your school. Right now we're going to talk about Docs. So we're going to launch Docs. I'm going to get a blank doc. Okay, so here we are. So the first thing that I would do if I were you is I would title my document. If it's got an assignment number, like let's say this is 3.09 and it's Learning Docs, all right? Just so that once you are in your Drive, it's kind of got a name and a place that you'll be able to find again or search for later. A few things that you'll have to do, especially for your English classes, is you'll want to make sure that you've got the formatting set properly. So your font, you're probably going to want to use Times New Roman, size 12. Okay. You're also going to have 1-inch margins all the way around. So it should already be set up to that, but you'll want to double check. So File, Page Setup. Over here are your margins. Okay, so 1111 is what we want. If your margins are not set at that and you have to change it, okay, then you're going to want to make sure that you click over here and it'll say Save as Default, because then every time you launch Docs, they will automatically launch with the 1-inch margins. So once you double check that that's there, say OK. We're going to talk about a few different things that you can look at when you're in your Docs. It will automatically save. I don't know the exact number of minutes or seconds, but it will tell you up here all changes are saved. And sometimes it'll say like 5 seconds ago or whatever. So if you do something and you want to make sure it's saved, you can just do File. Oh, well, it's not there anymore. So it will save itself, okay? So let's see. Let's say I'm just writing a little hi. Okay, so I've got something written here, and let's say that I need to highlight part of it. So you'll go over here with your cursor and highlight this, whatever it is you want to have highlighted, and you're going to click on text color, and you'll see that text, so that means it's going to change the color of the font. When your teachers are asking you to highlight, that means they want it highlighted, not the color of the font changed, because that just makes it harder to read. Because if you were to change the text to yellow, now this is yellow and I can't hardly read it. So you'll want to make sure that you're keeping your text in the automatic black, and then you have to click highlight, and right now there's none, okay? But let's say I want it highlighted yellow. So you'll just have to make sure that every time you go up here to the text color, that highlight is what's shaded in, because then that means that we're highlighting. Okay, we're not changing the color of the font. If you want to change the color of the font, that's text, and then you'll pick the color here, but most of your teachers are not going to want you to do that or ever ask you to do that. So highlight, pick the color, and you're good to go. If you highlighted this and you don't want it highlighted, you just highlight it again and say none, and it removes that highlighting. Okay. So I'm just going to go back ahead and highlight this again to show you something different. You can also see revision history, so any changes that have been made to your document. And that is right here. And so it highlights in the blue different changes that I made, okay? And so let's say that you've gone through and you deleted a paragraph out of your paper because you didn't think you want it, and then you go, oh my gosh, I needed that paragraph. You can hit Control Z and get it back, or you can go to your revision history, click on whatever version you want and say restore, and then it'll bring it back to that. So that's just a little tip or trick for you, okay? And there's another thing that sometimes your teachers will leave comments on your documents for helpful feedback, changes you should make, suggestions. So if I am your teacher and I'm leaving you a comment, when I highlight, you see this little guy pop up over here, and that means add a comment. Okay, and we'll say just good job, just to see. Okay, then you hit comment, and it doesn't show up until you hit comment. And then it's over there, and let's say you're going through your paper, and you go, okay, I fixed that comment. My screen isn't quite big enough right now, but this button here says resolve. So mark as resolved and hide discussion, and that means it goes away. So once you've made that change, if you want to resolve the comments, you can. Sometimes your teachers might say, leave the comments because I need to see them, to see the changes you made. But that is how you comment. There might also be something where maybe you're unsure or you need a little bit extra help. You could leave a comment for your teacher asking them like, hey, I'm not sure if I did this right. Most of the time we're going to ask you to set up an appointment, but maybe your teacher's going to ask you to leave some comments. So that's how you do it. You simply highlight and then click over here on add a comment. So let's say that your assignment is done and you need to share your assignment with your teacher. You simply click over here on share, and you can share this with classmates too if you're working on a group project or something like that, and you can do it before you start the assignment. Let's say for a group project, for sharing with your teacher, you're going to want to wait until you're done. You'll click share, and we are going to want you to give us the shareable link unless otherwise specified. So you're not going to be emailing these to us, so we're going to need you to submit your shareable link so we can just go straight to that assignment instead of you emailing us the link and then saying, why haven't you graded my assignment yet? You need to copy this link and paste it into the assignment in GradPoint. So you'll get your shareable link, and you'll see that here it says anybody with Andover Public Schools with this link can. Generally, it will say view as its default, so you'll want to make sure that you say edit for your teachers because we're going to need to be able to comment and leave instructions for you. So you just click copy link. It'll copy that link for you, and then you can go into GradPoint and paste that link into the comments box and submit your assignment. And then all your teacher has to do is click on the link, and it'll take them right to your document. But you have to make sure that you are allowing them to edit and that you are giving us this shareable link. Otherwise, we cannot access your work. And one great thing about this is that it says anybody at Andover Public Schools with this link. So that means that in order for somebody to edit your work, they have to be logged into their Andover Public Schools email account before they can even access this. So if I were on my personal email, I wouldn't be able to get into your doc and leave comments. So don't worry about it being shared too far or wide because it can't be. This is just simply a way for your teacher and you to communicate more easily and give feedback in a more readily available way. So make sure that you are copying that link from the sharing, okay, up here in the corner, and allowing whoever to edit. You'll just say done once you have that link, and then you'll go into GradPoint and you'll paste it in. Good luck.